Just taking pictures in public. How you doing today?
Oh, that's what I'm trying to see.
Hey, well, you got a great laugh. You sound blessed.
Well, hey, I feel good.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I tour around town and take pictures of public accessible areas, public workers. Try to make sure everybody's doing good, that the city's doing good.
Right.
Just kind of, you know, I'm live on the internet right now. I go around and kind of narrate videos while I make them and talk to people about the city and what everybody's doing out here.
Yeah, and probably actually seeing how people actually feel it.
Yeah, and so like, you know, like I just left the federal prison and they were mad. You're good.
Hey, do I supposed to pay right now for them?
6 o'clock. After 6 o'clock.
What time it is?
So after 6 you don't have to pay.
Oh, that's
I don't know if, is it after 6 already?
what you doing?
It's 6:18.
What you got going on right
I got a live stream. I video police, government officials, city workers. I went to the federal prison. I went to the police station. I go to anything that's publicly accessible, and I go and make sure to expose the tyrants and then glorify the good people.
Right,
You know,
right,
so like
right.
this officer walked up, he was a little concerned at first, but he laughed, and then we broke the ice and we had conversation, and that's how it's supposed to go.
right.
But sometimes that's not always the way it goes. Sometimes you walk up, they jump up, they pull a gun on you, they hit you. And so, yeah, I'm out here and I expose those bad people, take away their jobs, and then I raise up the good people. And so like, right.
My thing was, my curiosity was about the filming.
Yeah, right. I want to know that too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden, you know.
that's what just made me age. Like, what you got going on?
Yeah, so in Texas and most of the United States, it's a one-party consent. So as long as I agree that I want a video, I can video.
Yeah, right.
So you can video anything you can see in public.
Yeah, I know. I seen something like that on Netflix. Somebody was doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
But I don't know if that applies in Texas.
Yes, for sure.
I think that's anywhere you can record.
Yeah,
As long as
it's-
you ain't recording like kids and shit. I
It-
think you can get away with it.
Yeah, you
I was
can't-
watching the movie, and it was something like, "How you doing, you right now?"
Mm-hmm.
And,
It's on
there was
Netflix,
nothing
yeah.
the police could do because it wasn't. He ain't doing nothing but talking to you and recording.
Yeah, and so like the First Amendment gives us the freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, you know.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, look up News Now Ninja. I'm live right now if you want to jump on the stream.
Well, I have to say my name. What you say? News Live Ninja.
News Now Ninja.
News Now
Now
Ninja,
Ninja.
man. He a real person, man. I respect what he
News
doing, man.
Now
Well,
Ninja.
I'm Pleasantville, Houston, Texas, man. Yeah,
Much love, brother.
All right, so you
So yeah, I just I go and I educate because a lot of people don't realize that you can video, and it's really important to do so. That's why most of the officers wear body cams now, because body cam can't lie. And so the camera is a point of view that doesn't ever lie.
right.
And
right.
it's just good because for the day and age that we're in these days, it's a little tense between public and police and stuff like that. So what I do is I go and I confront police all day and I speak with them.
You can pretty much identify how tense it is, basically, by the reactions of people and their personalities.
Right off the bat. Yeah, right off the bat, you seem concerned, but then you're like, well, I don't know. But then we laughed. You know, we laughed.
Laugh-aholic anyway. I gotta get a laugh in.
Yeah, everything went well, you know, and so that's what I look
I
for.
wasn't sure exactly what.
It's just it's a test. It's an audit.
Yeah, but you know, the first things a lot of times people think about when you get filmed, it's like, okay, now where is this going to pop up at? And how much altering they gonna done. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
beating somebody's ass or something, you know.
For sure.
And I ain't never seen the person in my life.
For sure, yeah. Most of my videos, I don't like to edit parts out. I try to just put it in fast motion so they can see that I didn't cut scenes or anything like that. Because you can make it look different ways.
It can make it look like.
But one thing a camera can't do is make a person look bad. The person can only make themselves look bad. So, you know, like I can't edit in you doing something that you didn't do. You know what I'm saying? So if a person looks bad on camera, they made themselves look bad at some point, you know, and that person has found a way to highlight it and make it look even worse, you know? And so like, it's really not even about all that. It's about, you know, today I've had good interactions. I've had bad interactions. I haven't been threatened with arrest yet today, but I'm sure I will eventually. It happens pretty much every day I video.
Oh yeah.
And so I make sure and stay well connected with the local police, let them know I'm out here all the time. You know, when I see cops illegally parked, I run them off. I tell them to go park where they're supposed to.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they're not above the law. And the small little things like that, like think about, I told this, and I'm sorry viewers that already heard this once today. When you're a kid and you first, you know, not everybody's stolen something before, and this is an analogy, but the first time someone steals something, it's not $1 million. Usually it's something simple like $1 or some quarters, you know? And the next thing you know, it's like they get comfortable, they'll steal $5. And then they get more comfortable, they'll get $10. And the more comfortable you get with doing bad, the further you press it. And so them parking illegally is just the stealing the 50 cents off the counter, but it's gonna grow into something worse. And so I try to go and I catch the officers that are just starting or just learning and that are breaking the law, and I educate them.
I have a different perspective of that.
Well, because they can't park where they want.
Not so much about the law persons themselves, but people have what you call the thrill of the sneak. It don't be, a lot of times stealing is just sneaky. People feel good about sneaking something that's not theirs or getting away with something.
Yeah, it's a thrill.
And, yeah, it's a thrill. So
it's a rush when you get to get away with whatever you want.
The item is not nothing big. It's not nothing of no great importance. And but people get a thrill out of somebody not catching them. Let me sneak and do this, sneak and do this. It's kind of like similar to sneaking the cookie off the
cookie jar.
Yeah, out the cookie jar on top of the refrigerator.
Yeah, and it's the same
Your
thing.
mom said, don't get it anymore. You know?
And so like what happens is, the way I describe it is, you know, if you go speed down a road, you get pulled over, you get a ticket, you pay your ticket.
Right.
You're gonna think twice before you speed down that road again. Right?
If you don't have to pay.
But
you might
so
keep them.
when you make them, yeah, exactly. And so what I do is I go and I make them pay.
Right.
I go and make them pay that bill. I embarrass them. I put them live on the internet and I blast them in front of the world being ignorant of the law when they're law enforcement. And so that embarrassment enough can help take that ego down a little bit and help teach them that, you know, we're all humans here and we all need to follow laws.
Help draw the line of where their limits are as far as the law is concerned.
And so like they don't think about the subliminal action behind it. An officer parking illegally, it's something simple. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But at the same time, and what I'm speaking of is the salt grass right over here. I watched the salt grass and make sure there's a salt grass right on the other side of this park, Salt Grass Steakhouse.
Oh.
And they like to park right there illegally, right in front of the sign that says no parking. And so I go and I teach them, hey, you can't park here. If I parked there, I'd get a ticket, you know? And so what's sad and what made me upset about it is because there's all these people that have children and they're parking all the way back here legally or paying for parking, and then they're having to unload their stroller and their kids and walk this whole distance like every other human being here in America.
Now,
and
you don't just
and they're wanting to be
strictly on, or you don't put a whole lot of energy into them.
I put a whole lot of energy into the police department in general.
Oh, you do.
When I find them messing up somewhere, even if it's the slightest little thing, I go and I drill that spot until they stop doing it, and I make sure that they learn their lesson. You know.
Well, I think if you're gonna be like a crusader.
Well, I mean, it's not that. It's a freedom fighter. I'm a freedom fighter.
Yeah. So you know, even with people, and I know certain people use